I volunteer most of my time with the community. I also am on the board, another board, San Clemente Wildfire. Involved that there's one here in Alameda, Santa Clara County. Take care of wildfire preparedness. In light of the environment on campus, I bring it up. Basically, their mission of all the fire safes throughout California are to motivate local people to have defensible space. One here in Alameda, Santa Clara County, Diablo Fire Safe Council. Never heard of it? Encourage you to look into it. It's a great organization, helping us do clearing projects to create defensible space, educate people about evacuation routes, or working with homeowners to ensure that they have evacuation routes for their families. Another good organization I spend a lot of time on now. But where I really have fun is work with Warm Springs Little League. For the last 6-7 years, I've been in charge of field maintenance. So all the field work over there, anything that breaks or needs upgrades or whatever comes through me. I will coordinate the work parties and get that fixed, or hire people if it's outside of our skill set. So it's quite busy because everyone thinks the school is on school property, that the school takes care of it. Yeah. Right? And I think we all know government does certain things, doesn't do everything. We don't want it to do everything. So on our Little League fields, the part of the fields that we use, while it is school property, it is the responsibility of the Little League to take care of it. All tasks, big and small, all of us. And unfortunately, one of our water fountains kind of got a little tool. And the brackets down below corroded and broke. They're not the type of brackets that you can just add on and top. So unfortunately, it's like a wiggly tooth for many years. And kids playing with it finally pushed it over the edge. So we now don't have a water fountain at one spot. This water fountain put in 93, 95?
Long time ago.
Yeah, long time ago. And it was one of 4 fountains that the Little League installed. So again, these are not water fountains installed by the school for the kids. It's put in there for the Little League. And of course, fully available for the entire public. And it was a single water fountain design, one of those classic little stone ones you see all throughout the city. It's the same design. So real quick here, the 4 water fountains that we installed were in the clubhouse, in this grove of redwoods, another grove of redwoods, and one over on this field. Again, we do all of our maintenance. As you find out, water fountains aren't cheap. This one broke many years ago. We never fixed it. It doesn't really impact the kids. At the school over here, not our #1 water fountain, so it's just remained unfixed. We won't square around it. A few years ago, we actually modified it so it had a component for the dogs. So all the people using this, the dog park, dog walks, the little pooches can get some water too. So that one's modified for both human and pet. We took that action to help. This one's still working just fine. This is the one that became a wiggly tooth and fell down. And that's kind of a problem because it is the one closest to the blacktop where the kids have their PE. Every day the class is formed here, doing the PE exercises, and when they're thirsty they move to this water fountain, which is only about 50-60 feet from where they're all working with their teacher, versus 300 feet over to that one. Not only is the closest one that's owned by the school 300 feet away, it's right next to classes. So now you have all these kids that are amped up, getting their energies out of their system, like they're supposed to at PE, running and giggling over by the classes, which just leaves, instead of 2, just this one right now. So again, the value, well, it's a Warm Springs Little League fountain, we're really looking at it affecting the school mostly. Yeah, so the school was, this one broke about 2 years ago. I did fix all the parts inside of it with a complete jaw-dropping price of $325 just for the valve parts. Yeah, that wasn't even the valve, that was the valve part, special order. Again, all the water fountains in Fremont are made by the Hawes Company. The Hawes Company seems to be like one of 2 water fountain manufacturers in the United States. And everything is made to the highest quality for the spring water in a very robust area. So that's, I think, why those prices are just crazy. You know, water fountain for your house is, you know, the little parts are $20. That was $325. So I've been shopped on that one. And like I mentioned, just little updates on the water fountains as I mentioned. We plan to upgrade to modern. This will be a 2-fountain design. Right, 2 different heights for water fountains, so twice as many kids can drink. The district actually asked to have more, 4, 5, 6 water fountains there. When schools are out, they want to come out there, get their kids hydrated, and back with teacher control. That was well outside our budget to go with multiple ones, or looking at a full construction project to put in multiple of these. So we feel this is a good compromise. We have 2 water fountains, with the center being a thing we call water bottles. That's button push, not electrical, one of the airports. But we don't have electricity, but it's rich. So this would provide water for the kids very easily. For our kids playing baseball on the weekends during the days, I was going to place to easily fill their water bottles. And of course, that path would walk with a lot of dog walkers and people in the community that have their own water bottles that they can refill. So I feel it's very helpful to reduce the amount of water bottle and trash in the environment, as well as helping our kids. So these things, again, I fell down on the floor and I found out what it is. The quote from the manufacturer, you have to check with the manufacturer to write you an estimate to give to the plumber to call them to get a price. Bizarre, little world. So out the door, without delivery, $7,240 for this 2 water faucets. Sounds like the plumbing company, when they buy it at a much lower cost with their markup. I'm expecting this to be maybe somewhere around $6,000. I'm hoping the 2 plumbers that called not called me back. We all have those problems nowadays, and business is too good. So I don't have a hard price with delivery charges yet, but I'm hoping it's going to be below that $7,000, but we're budgeting for the $7,000. Again, this will be installed by Warm Springs, right by me and a few other volunteers, as well within our skill set, handle the concrete working with that. The ongoing maintenance will continue to be done by PG&E. Sorry, wrong round. Be done by Warm Springs. That's like 2 hours.
PG&E has nothing else to do these days, so.
Yeah, nothing else to do. But the maintenance will be done by us. And then I have reached out to Kevin Alford. He's the head of the Fremont Unified School District Facilities. And he looked at the proposal and completely agreed that the water fountain is on our side. It's not anything school funds, but because of its proximity, he is willing to fund 50% of the cost. Again, that's a verbal. We all know how good verbals are. So I'm hoping he comes through. So I have no doubt that he won't, but again, please do check. And again, we'll be using the exact same manufacturer that the city of Fremont uses, Fremont Unified uses, so it fits into the general community and know it's an operational target. It's not off right. So really our request here that Josh and I are asking for is some financial help toward that $7,000.
This is only one, right?
One water fountain.
We need 2.
No, just the one water fountain broke, aged out. The other one seems to be real strong in the brackets. This one here, getting closer, I just makes a little more abuse from the kid over the years. So the request is if you can do the whole amount or half the amount, that would be great. Anything will help to help us fund this water fountain. That while it's on Warm Springs property, I would say is probably about 30–40% for the Little League, and close to 60 to 70 for the actual school. The difference being about 10 feet on a border. One of those magical.
What is the warranty of this one? Is there any number of years warranty on this?
Good question. I have to look at that one from the manufacturer. Again,
The question is how many years?
yeah, I don't know that one. Again, these things are all powder coated stainless steel. What failed on ours was the steel brackets down at the bottom. And whereas this unit here is all 100% stainless steel, so that I think would solve that problem. Yeah,
So the
parts break on things and they do.
So the total cost is how much? 70 to 40
Yes.
And that's,
installed
yeah. I was gonna say.
Without delivery.
without delivery.
That was the product there. We did $6,300 for the base unit, and then $4,000.
I can't see that's what.
And then $800 for the water bottle filler.
So My question is, how much does it cost to complete the job?
That's what
And
he
like,
said.
unfortunately, because the plumber companies, supply companies haven't gone back to me, I don't know what they're selling it for. This is the MSRP that they can't go above.
So he said,
This is the worst case scenario.
Oh, okay.
so
70
you,
to
you,
40.
you said you can probably negotiate for
So it's retail,
6,000?
retail price, and then we're hoping for a wholesale price.
Right, right.
Okay, so,
But
I'm
it's still
hoping
not
for a
installed, then we have to
donation.
pay somebody to come in and
No,
install it?
we're grateful to do the install.
Oh, so, okay.
Yeah, there's about 4 or 5 of us on the Washington Little League that can handle.
Okay,
Most
so
So
it's just paying to get it there.
school district is giving 50%?
I have a verbal that they would pay 50% of the product cost.
So that's about 3,500.
Yeah.
And so that's what you, that's the ballpark figure you're looking for? So-
Yeah, but 4,000, if you guys could be able to fund 4,000, that would be great. If it
Is-
comes in lower, you know, we can discuss that one. But unfortunately, I don't know the firm price.
Warm Spring Little League have any source other than their own?
Well, right now, we have our own in the school district.
Every year, the Little League goes to the parents, of the kids playing,
Right.
and asks them to pay fees to play. True?
Correct.
This is not something that's going to happen just once, and using of this is going to happen hopefully for at least the next 10, 20 years. Would there be any thought of assessing a little bit extra for the parents going forward?
Well, part of our fee structure does include the low profit in there for buffer, because things do break. We do have to upgrade the fields, you know, fences that come down. We had 2 vandalisms on our scoreboards that we had to pay for. So part of our fee structure is to build that reserve.
Was there, on that same subject then, is there a reserve allotment for adding a little bit more for next year that says some of this would be offset to the expenses? I mean, I look at this and I'm going, I don't know if our board, if our planning has the money, but the idea of maybe cost sharing like you're doing with the school district, but also with the parents of the Little League, is that also something that?
Yeah, we could definitely set up a thing. Again, whenever you have a specific project, people are usually able to get into it.
Yeah.
It's something that we can look at and
Some
ask
sort of
them.
matching type of thing? Huh?
Yeah, we definitely reach out to our members on that one. We just finished our fall ball season, camping out for a spring season. Our registration could have something there, so donation on that one.
Well, and on the same subject, sorry, the timetable. Obviously, people, when they find out there's no water, they're going to bring more water bottles, that kind of thing, until they have this thing put in. But do you have a timetable in your mind that says we want to have it done before next spring?
Absolutely. My goal is to have this installed before our opening day.
How many months of the year? How many months of the year does a Little League use it? Feel?
5 months.
No, counting volleyball, it's 7 months.
So it's 7 months. And again, as I said, most of the use of this is done by the school, which is throughout the whole school season. And then on Sunday, there's, Saturday and Sunday, there's a lot of basketball groups that come out there. Community people use the school field to do their camps and whatnot. So this water fountain does get a lot of use by the community, not just from Warm Spring. This happens to be in the area that we're responsible for maintaining.
I want to thank you very much, and I know that this proposal is